Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. A new patch has arrived for Stellar Blade, and it would appear to be a win, depending on your point of view. And also, depending on your point of view, if you hate gamers for some reason, still write about video games, you're a little upset about this lovely little article from Parks Place. Forbes video game writer, I don't know why, Paul Tassi, seethes that Shift Up introduced new sexy outfits to Stellar Blade. He seems to be a little upset, but not necessarily about the outfits themselves. He kind of had a bad take. But let's go over it, shall we? This new little patch. Shift Up released a new patch for Stellar Blade, detailed the changes on X. Now, what are those changes? Added a new boss challenge mode. Now, if you remember from the demo, there was a boss challenge mode with one little boss and a bunch of little extra outfits that you could play over and over and over again. It was kind of fun. And with this new boss challenge mode, unlock new costume, Neuralink suit. You're playing Stellar Blade again. By defeating all bosses in the new boss challenge mode. I do wonder if they're going to be adding bosses periodically. That would be interesting. Something new to fight. 2 outfits. Oh my good. See, y'all read that for you. Kunoichi. I said that wrong. I already know I did. Let's see. Can be obtained at Adam's Safe House. Now, as for the 2 new outfits, they are called Midsummer Red Hood and Midsummer Alice. These are going to be very similar to the outfits that people perceive as being changed, censored, edited from the disc version of the game to the day 1 patch. Now, there was something that I saw passing around the interwebs not too long ago that for the life of me, I cannot seem to find. So if you find it, go ahead and post a link in the comment section down below. But the 2 particular outfits that were adjusted was due to copyright, or no, not copyright. Well, I guess trademark infringement, copyright and close. What would it be if an outfit that you reproduce is entirely too similar to a real world outfit? And that seems to be what had happened with the bunny outfit and the one with the massive boob window. They were too similar to actual trademarked outfits, and they had to be changed. Again, that is a rumor. Take it for what you will. And for me personally, based on the many more revealing, far more revealing outfits in the game, it's actually more believable to me. You don't have to agree, but to me, it seems more believable that they changed them due to trademark issues, as opposed to Sony cracking down, because my goodness, if you've watched any of my live streams playing the game, or any of them out there with all the lovely, interesting idle animations and physics for some of those outfits, yeah, it might be understandable. However, let's take a look at these. I hope with these free new outfits, very similar again, the hip line, the material goes all the way up on the hip line, and there's no coverage of the cleavage whatsoever. I hope these new outfits, this is a tweet from Genki Japan. Genki JPN. People can stop complaining about censorship and appreciate the Stellar Blade developers for an amazing game. Everybody's been appreciating the job that they did on the game. The fact that they took a fan service game with bouncing, bobbing bits all over the place and very revealing outfits, and turned it into actually a fun game with actual mechanics and a decent storyline, I might add. I did enjoy the story. So people have been appreciating the developers. They just don't like Sony. Let's see. These 2 outfits appeared heavily inspired by outfits that were previously altered when the game released on day 1. Mark Kern, aka Grums, we did it. Now, do we jump on that one? Why not? Let's see it as a win, ladies and gentlemen. The gamers get a win. We did it. You did it. Free Stellar Blade celebrates as Shift Up and Stellar Blade Uncensor outfits. Thank you, everyone who participated in the 8-step plan and the petition. Did that have anything to do with it? Is it possible that these were planned from the beginning, or did the backlash make them go into overtime to give these 2 little outfits in the game? Makes you wonder. Guess we'll never know. But some people just aren't all that happy about it. While Kern celebrated, Tassi bemoaned the introduction of the new outfits, writing at Forbes, quote, "The bad part of this is that the culture war folks here have been rewarded," because heaven forbid you should reward your customers, for their frankly ridiculous, you think it's ridiculous, other people did not. Many people disagree with your room temperature IQ take on this. Ridiculous campaign lambasting the game. They weren't lambasting the game, they were lambasting Sony and the statement put out by Shift Up that said, it will be the same version across all platforms, across all regions. It will not be censored. And it was perceived that the game was censored on the day one patch. The developers, they were held to task. Sony, yeah, well, you have your opinion on Sony. Everyone for the original outfit changes as some sort of conspiracy. It was false advertising. It's not a conspiracy. It is what it is. Conspiracy which did not exist, in your opinion. And a rather biased one, I might add. He added, the outfits themselves are fine. Again, there are dozens of outfits, at least this revealing and far more revealing in the game. But this being a reward for the group and their behavior is not a great look. I bet you said the same thing about Sonic movie when they decided to change the look of Sonic and actually ended up making the movie more of a success because now it's got 2 sequels. Okay? Had they done that, had they left the look the same as the original trailer, it never would have gotten a single sequel, much less 2. Oh, let's see. I do not care. Let's see. Paul Tassi and Forbes are so mad right now. Oh, Paul Tassi says again on Twitter, do not care about the new Stellar Blade outfits. Look, they're fine. Giving these guys a win absolutely sucks, and they'll be dining out on it forever. So yeah, I'm not thrilled about that. Poor Paul Tassi. I'm sorry if you coming across as you hate the industry that you're working in. You despise gamers with this look. Do you think maybe for once, at least when it's not, what's the word? Suitable, when the wind isn't blowing in the right direction, maybe stand up for gamers, stand up for the customers, the fan base that you're supposed to be writing for. Okay, we're not going to read that. As far as Tassi's assertion that the outfit being changed were part of a conspiracy, that is simply not true. Yes. The game's director, Hung Tae Kim, sorry if I butchered that, acknowledged the change in the outfits at launch event, stating, we are aware of the issue. The version we ended up showing was a day one patch version. There might be something lost in translation, but we'll keep going here. It's not an answer that will satisfy users anyway. Internal discussions are ongoing. Now, again, there is something else that Paul Tassi said that I want to highlight that is just, again, gaslighting, straw manning, diverting from the actual complaint. In the original article, he says, they are a company, talking about Shift Up, they are a company that is absolutely forthright in their intention to make sexy characters, which, as I've said before, makes the changes to the outfits rather odd to me, which is why I believe the trademark issue is the reason for it. The number of outfits that were just giggity, just kind of funny. But he goes on, and the demands that outfits weren't sexy enough in a game full of extremely sexy outfits was probably always going to lead them to go, okay, sure, whatever, here are sexier versions. No one, not one single person, complained that the outfits weren't sexy enough. The complaint was that they were changed with a day one patch after stating the game wouldn't be censored. Stop gaslighting people. Stop strawmanning. Stop doing all this nonsense. Stop lying. Boldface lying, because that's what this is. Saying, oh, people were complaining the outfits weren't sexy enough. That is a lie. That is a researchable, confirmable lie. And Paul, you know it. Your reputation is already trash with every passing moment. How? I can't imagine it getting any worse. But it is what it is. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty little things us YouTubers beg you to do. And I hope to see you on the next one.